predefined variables in MATLAB, in SCILAB, we use percentage and then name of the variable, mathematical variable, that is pi. If I want to use pi, I will first write percentage, then pi. That will give the value of pi. Similarly, if I use iota, in that case, I have to put up percentage sign and then I write I. Similarly, for E, I will put up percentage E and so on. This is the second one. Then we have use of booleans and comparison operators, such as suppose we have.
Only audio is coming, sir.
Yes, I know. Yes, I know. I am just discussing these variables.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Use of booleans such as AND gate, OR gate, NOT gate. These are the logical, or we can say boolean expression. And for solving these, we use AND symbol, then forward slash, and then a symbol which is denoted by some, I will show you later on, and comparison operators such as less than, equal to, greater than, equal to, less than, equal to. These are the few comparison operators. Use of complex number, everybody knows. If you want to find something about the complex number, the real part, the imaginary part, the absolute value, we use these various operations for finding complex numbers, absolute value, real value, imaginary value. And for those, we use some inbuilt mathematical functions, such as for real, I will write real and then the variable name by which we have stored the complex number. Okay. Yes. Similarly, about the operations on complex number, as we know, we can add two complex number, we can multiply two complex number, we can even if subtract two complex number, and we may also divide two complex numbers. So these are the various operations which can be performed on a complex number. We can find the absolute value of the magnitude of the complex number, and similarly other variables or other values which is related to complex number. Now I will try again to join through my laptop. Just wait for few seconds again. Sir, please allow me to share my screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
দেখে নেয়নি কেন? তোমরা দেখে নেয়নি কেন? পিছনে দেখছে না যে ক্যামেরা ফিট হয়েছে কিনা না হয়নি?
Sir, you have given code,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, yeah. I am sharing. Just wait. I think now it is visible.
Yes, sir. Visible, sir.
Okay, okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Now we will discuss the assignment one by one. The first one is assignment operator for creating and setting variables to a float value. Suppose you have a variable A and that will be assigned a floating value 3.5. That is the first one. Setting variables to a float value. We have assigned a variable A which is assigned a floating value 3.4. Next is string. For string, we always use single quote or double quote. It depends. You can use single quote as well as double quote. And if I write my name Rajendra, you will see it is a string. And if you want to check whether it is string or not, you just type, then name of the variable in brackets, and you will see type just it. Use double quote. Rajendra. And now type it is getting. I think in MATLAB there is a command type by which we can find the whether this string is of whether the variable or the value of the variable is integer, float, and other things. I will check it. Next is for string, we always use variable name, assignment operators, and single quote, or you may use double quote. Even you can use triple quote also, just like this one. Again, it is a string. For Boolean, if I assigned percentage T, it is Boolean value. And for false, we use F, it is false. So this is the first assignment. The second one is comment. If you want to put a comment on any instruction or any command, use / twice. And if I write Rajendra is taking lecture, this command will not be executed and it will treat it as a comment. These comments are useful when you are writing a script to make your program understandable and easy. You use comments in various sections of the script. In console, it has little bit importance, but in script writing, suppose first you want to explain, define variables, input variables, then you write mathematical expressions, then you say in this last half you want to display the output, first you say enter all the input comment mein. Then later on you say comment // write mathematical expression. Write mathematical expression. And in the later half or at the end of the function or end of the script, you want that result should be displayed at the output. In comment section, you write output of the expression. That will be treated as comment. And these are only useful when you are writing script for a complex function. Next is inbuilt mathematical function, just as I have explained SQRT, and you want to find the square root of 4, you will get 2 as an answer. This is the inbuilt function. So we can say SQRT is inbuilt math function. Suppose you want to find sine D, value of 90 in degree, the value is 1. So again, this sine D is inbuilt function. Similarly, if I assign minus 3.4 plus 5, and you want the absolute value of A, you write ABS, and this is the absolute value. So ABS, SQRT, sine D, 10 D, inverse, A cos inverse, cos hyperbolic, sine hyperbolic. These are mathematical inbuilt functions. And they may be used as and when they are. Next is, as I have defined, use percentage, write pi, and that will give you the value of pi. That is the way by which we call the pi in SCILAB. Similarly, if I write percentage E, that will give the value of E. And similarly, if I write percentage iota, that will give the value of this one. Right? Similarly, if I write A square bracket 1, 2, 3, and I write B is equal to 3, 4, 5. And now I want to use a logical operation or logical or Boolean operators. Then we use this and B. This is the symbol for AND. If I use C not B, then it is false, false. If I say A is equal to 4 and I say A less than 3, it is false. A is greater than 3, so it is false. Similarly, if I say A again it is false. The value of A is 4, which is not greater than 6. So it is false. So these are the some comparison operators which are frequently used. If I use 1, 1, 4, it is true. The value is true. Use of complex number, as we have already defined iota. Suppose if I want to clear the console, I will use this clear console. And now I put A is equal to 2 plus 3 multiplication percentage iota. This is the complex number, and you have another complex number which is represented by 3 plus 4 multiplication percentage I. And now if you want to perform some mathematical operation on this complex number, if I say A plus B, real part will be added with real part and imaginary part will be added with imaginary part. Similarly, if you want to find difference between the two complex number, this is the result is again a complex number. If you want to multiply the two complex number, then again we can multiply it. If you want to divide two complex number, you can also divide. If you want to find the absolute value of complex number A, suppose, you can easily find, and this is the absolute value of complex number A. So use of complex number and operation on them. Use of strings, if I am using, suppose, string 1, and you are using again second string, you can add them and you will get. So, and similarly we can also perform concatenation operation on string, just as I have done above. This operation can also be done. Use of comparison operators, that is equal to for comparison of two strings, false, and put string 1. Sorry, I have to use this two quotes. And now if I assign this, it will be true. Now the two strings are equal. Similarly, next is swap the values assigned to two variables. Have you tried this question? Eighth one. Swap the value assigned to variables. My audio is there?
Yes, sir.
How many have tried to find swapping of values assigned to two variables without using third variable? I will discuss tomorrow in the morning this assignment, and 8th one I will discuss tomorrow. 9th, for arrays, use SCILAB to find the element in X that are greater than the corresponding element in Y. Which command I will use? If I want to find all the elements in X that are greater than corresponding element in Y. First, if you want to enter vector, then you have to use square bracket 3, 0, 2, 6, 8, and Y is equal to, actually this is not equal to, this is Y assigned value 5 minus 2, 0, 3, 4, and 10. And if I want to find, then this will show false, false. True means that this condition is true, and false means this condition is false. And last one is suppose that this X and Y find the result of the following operations. Again, we are using less than, not X, X and Y, X and Y. These are the various variables. So if I want to find Z is equal to X not Y, and simply you will receive this. True in first case, false in second and third, and true for rest of the elements. So with this, assignment is completed. Shall I start today's topic now?
Sir? Sir? Hello?
Shall I start? Hello.
Sir, tell me, sir.
Continue.
Yeah, continue, sir. No problem.
Okay. My screen is visible or not?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will start with matrices, which is the backbone of SCILAB. Means anything you are entering either in the vector format or in the form of matrices in SCILAB. Now, there are two methods for entering a vector or a matrices in SCILAB. One is, first you assign a variable A, then use square bracket, then write the value of the element. If you are using one value, that is first element, then space, second, then third. These are the three elements. Then you use semicolon. Then you write again 2, 3, 4. These are the element value. Then again 4, 5, and 6. And you will receive a 3 by 3 matrices. You will receive a 3 by 3 matrix that is 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. So this operator colon, it shows rows. If you use this, or you can use A 1, 2, 3, then semicolon for separation of this row, then 3, 4, 5, then semicolon, 6. Again, you are getting the same. So it is up to you which method you will use for putting the values of a matrix. I always prefer to use space. Square bracket 1, space 2, space 3, then colon, then element value, then space, then element value, then space, and then colon, and so on. So these are the two methods of entering a matrix in SCILAB. It is up to you which one you will use. If you want to enter a vector, similar method is there. You just write 1, space 2, space 3, space 4, space 5, space 6, and this is the vector. Similarly, for another vector, you can use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you will again receive the same vector value. So it is up to you. And another method is also there. If you use curly bracket 1, colon 1, colon 10. In that case also you will receive this one. So it is up to you. In this case, 1 is initial value from where we will start the vector. Middle value 1, that is the increment. And last value, that is 10, is final value of the final value of vector. Right? Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Now, if you want that you need a matrices with all element value equal to 0, I will use a inbuilt function zeros, then use a bracket and put 3 by 3. That means 3 rows and 3 columns, and you will receive all the element value. In this case is 0. Suppose you want all values should be 1. In this case, it is 2 by 3 matrices, and all the element value is 1. You can perform addition, just wait, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division, and power operation on all vectors and matrices. So it is up to you. Suppose I have a vector or I have a matrix 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. And I have another matrix B, and I want to find the transpose of A. In that case, I will use variable name A, and I will use this quote symbol, and you will receive the transpose of this matrix A. So using this symbol, you can find transpose of a matrix, right? Now, if you want to add two matrices, then this will be the result. Again, if you want to subtract, then the result will be this one. And if you want to multiply, you will receive this. This is element by element multiplication. And if you want A dot, if you use A dot star B, then this is the matrix multiplication. Similarly, we can divide two matrices also. If I divide this will be the 1, 1. Error -1 not yet managed. Okay. A minus B, as I have already done. Transpose, multiplication, division, element-wise multiplication. So we can use any mathematical operation, or we can perform any mathematical operation on matrices. We have some inbuilt functions. If I use rand, this will generate a random matrix with value between 0 and 1. If you want to generate a random matrix with value of the element within 0 and 1, you can perform this operation by using rand. Similarly, if I use n, rand n, screen is visible. I have lost my internet connection.
Sir, tell me, sir.
Screen
Not
is
visible.
visible?
No, sir.
Not
Screen is
visible.
not visible.
Okay, okay. Just wait.
Okay, sir.
If I use I 3 by 3, you will receive a matrix whose diagonal elements is 1. Whose diagonal element is 1. If I use one colon 4, you will receive the diagonal matrices, diagonal element 1, 2, 3, 4 as a value. So it is up to you. Similarly, we have another inbuilt function, log space 0, 2, and 6. And that will give you another value. And one most important, trail ones 3, 4, bracket close. That will give you all the lower element, diagonal element, they are 1. And if I use again k is equal to try u once 3, 4, and again reverse will happen. So these two commands, try u and trial, will give matrix with diagonal upper and lower elements as 1 if I am using ones, and it gives zeros if I am using 0. Suppose I use 0 here. Instead of 1, I am using 0. That will give all elements 0. If you are having 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. If you want to find how many elements are there in the matrix, you will use this inbuilt command, that is length. Length gives number of element present in matrix. Right? if I use size of A, that will give you 3 by 3. So size tells how many rows and columns are there in a matrix. So the difference between length and size is that L gives total numbers of element, whereas this dot dot, it means this line is continuous. Size provides rows and columns. Right? I think my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you want to find sum of all the elements of a matrix, I will use sum command, and that will give you the total value of all the elements value which is present there. आपने शायद you have also do all these exercise in MATLAB also. Am I right? If you want to find the mean, just type mean. If I write mean A, 1, 3, 4, 5, that will give the mean value of all the element of first row. Similarly, concatenation of matrix. Suppose that will give you this one. And similarly, if you use one, two, three, comma, once, that give you this one. So in this case, 1, 2, 3, that is the first matrix, and once will generate a matrix of 1, 1, 1 as a element value, and that will be separated by semicolon. That's why it becomes the row, second row of this B matrices. Similarly, here I am using comma. That's why 1, 2, 3, and next element values is 1, 1, 1. क्योंकि comma जो है ना, that will generate a column, whereas semicolon that will generate a row. So this operation is known as concatenation of a matrix. Similarly, if I am using 99, that is the element value, we have a matrix A, and I want another element value that should be added. That will first element 99, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, and last element value is 42. Suppose A semicolon A. In that case, that will give you this, because element A जो है आपका 1, 2, 3, 1, 1 है. That's why this is the first row and this is the second row element. First row element A, that is 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, and second is again A. And if I use the transpose, just try to check whether transpose inconsistent row column dimensions. Inconsistency आ गई because you can concatenation the matrices with same dimensions. That's why this error is occurring. Similarly, if you are having a matrix A, I will define again some A. And you want to multiply A by A, again this is inconsistent. But if I find B, which is assigned transpose of A, and now if I multiply, then multiplication will take place. Similarly, if I perform A dot multiply B, it shows inconsistency. Again, if I use B, and now if I multiply AB, again it is inconsistent. So you have to take care of this. Whenever you are performing any operation, whether it is multiplication, division, you should take care of rows and column dimensions. Next, smaller topic is basic indexing of a matrix. Suppose you have a matrix 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I write B, what will be the result? Anybody can tell what will be the result?
Four. No, sorry,
What
six.
will be the result?
6.
Not audible.
6.
6.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Second row, third column. So similarly, if you want 3 by 3, in that case value will be 9. And in this case,
Third column.
column, it means all the elements of column 3. Unexpected syntax error. What is this? Check third. Is there something wrong? It is fine. Syntax error, unexpected. Just wait. Okay. I have made a mistake.
A, sir.
Yeah. That means third column ke all the elements 3, 6, 9. What will be the value? This one. And if you want to, now this is the assignment for you people. Submatrix. Extract a submatrix from a given matrix. This is the assignment, simple assignment. Now, if we have a vector 1, 2, 3, and I am using a column P, is it possible? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, and again P will be there. That this operation is known as appending row or column. In this case, I have appended a row. And what will be the command? If you want to append a column, simply provide space. Just wait. Inconsistency, yeah. Q is equal to, let's take another example. 14, 12, column expand करना है तो we have to use this one. And now B is equal to A Q. Inconsistent. What is the value of A? You just check where I am making a mistake. Can anybody?
Yes, the order of A is 4 by 3. That's
What?
why.
Sir, one more element we need to give for Q.
Yeah. We have to give one more element to Q. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Now it's fine. So what is the other important use of this matrix operation? कोई बता सकता है? Can anybody share? आपने ये इक्वेशन पढ़ा होगा. Have you heard about this equation in mathematics? And you want to find the value of x.
Yes, sir.
If you are having ax is equal to b, A is a matrix, x is another column vector, and b is another matrix, and you want to find value of x, and that will be given by b divided by a, or we can write x is equal to inverse a into b. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
That is the first method. And another one is how you can solve another way. If I write x is equal to a backward division b, that will give you the same result. Am I right? That find utility in solving equations. Optimization problem हम करते हैं constant और unconstant problems में we use matrices operations. So with this, I think that is from my side. I will give you an assignment on matrices by today night. Okay.
Yes.
And now if somebody is having any question, she can or he can ask me. I will try to answer that question. Chat box में
So what do you mean by log space?
log space.
Yes, sir.
Just wait. We have a wonderful command help log space that will give you all literature related to log space. Logarithmically spaced vector. Log space means logarithmically spaced vector. and the syntax is D1, D2 and N, where D1 and D2, these are the real or a complex scalar. N is integer, the number of requested values. It must be greater or equal to 2. Default value जो SCILAB लेगा, it will be 50. Now, if you want to execute this, that is logarithmically scaled values 10, 12.95, 16, 21, 27, 35, 46. जो मैथमेटिक्स वाले हैं, they understand it in a better way. Similarly, we have a command linspace x1, y2, x2. I will use this command later on when I am plotting this linspace. Suppose 0, 10, and I want 100 points between 0 and 1. These columns, they are not linearly, logarithmically scaled नहीं है, spaced values नहीं है. किस केस में? linspace के केस में. But in case of log space, it is there. Logarithmically spaced values you will find there. Any other things? How to use loops? Somebody is saying Kanchan Devi. How to use loops? We will discuss looping tomorrow in this session. Conditional statements, looping statements, we will discuss in tomorrow's session. Any other? Somebody is saying Dr. P. Rani, difference between A and B and A dot star B. Element by element multiplication. You have heard element by element matrices. Should be A this. Okay. How do you use loops? That I have already discussed. We will discuss the loops in the tomorrow's session. Any other question? Otherwise, I will wind up for today's session.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, okay, madam. Should I leave?
Sir. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, sir.
I think, sorry, I was in the class. I think the session has gone very well. Thank you, everyone. So the today's PPT and the documents, anything, I'll send in group. Thank you.
Thank you very
Any
much.
doubts regarding other thing? Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you.